Good morning and welcome everyone to the Telarus Tuesday call for September 1st, 2020. And happy birthday to Chicken Boy, the iconic 22 feet tall statue of a boy with a chicken head. He's now seen along Route 66 in California. He's named after the former 1960s Chicken Boy restaurant in Los Angeles, and in 2010 was recognized with the governor's Historic Preservation Award. To use a phrase that none of us can stand anymore, in these uncertain times, we need our Chicken Boy. Happy birthday, Chicken Boy, and welcome everyone to the Telarus Tuesday call. I'm Doug Miller, the voice of Telarus. If you happen to miss last Tuesday's call, we featured a tremendous presentation from our friend Charlie Rodriguez. He's at Core Wireless, that's spelled K-O-R-E. Core helps clients turn complex, fragmented IoT offerings into compelling new services designed for simplicity and scale. They provide diverse global wireless coverage plans managed under a single platform and a world of hardware and device options that will work well together. And Core has the expertise it takes to make IoT solutions as easy to manage as they are to use. You'll definitely want to catch the Core Wireless presentation. That was last week's Telarus Tuesday call. It's, of course, recorded and available now in your Telarus partner back office. Also last week, we introduced a brand new Telarus supplier, Mobile Solutions. Their complete mobility practice offers your clients visibility and control of their mobile environments. Mobile Solutions' data-driven guidance helps optimize clients' IT spend. It helps secure their mobile endpoints and manage the physical life cycle of devices. Mobile Solutions' official launch and training call was held last Wednesday. That recorded presentation is also available in your partner back office. And you are here on another great day. We've got details on the Telarus Race to the Summit Season 2, along with recognition of some enormous partner wins, some upcoming Telarus partner events, and a phenomenal discussion around connecting, optimizing, and managing diverse networks for cost and service management with Warner Telecomm. Today's presentation will feature a very recent win from Telarus partner Chorus Communications. Warner Telecom will teach us how to replicate a large deal such as this and why the Warner Telecom solution was a perfect fit for this client's need. That case study is coming up here with Warner Telecom in just moments. Also on today's call, we'll introduce our newest Telarus supplier, AirCall, the phone system for modern business. It's simple to set up, easy to use. It's cloud-based call center software connected to your tools. And it provides the real-time metrics and on-the-fly configuration changes your clients need. You'll hear more about AirCall. Their introduction is coming up here in just minutes. As always, we invite you to log into our video link and live chat platform. You'll see all of today's valuable information and be able to submit questions and comments for today's presenters. Well, as many of you know, we just kicked off Race to the Summit Season 2, presented by Zoom, along with many of our other amazing Telarus suppliers shown here on your screen. Now, like Season 1, this is a competition similar to the Amazing Race. There are lots of opportunities, tasks, and events. And the grand prize winner in this competition will choose either a 3-year lease on a Tesla or $25,000. All of that happens on December 2nd, just 3 short months away. There are also $1,000 prizes for 2nd through 10th places as well. Now, our Telarus executives are involved in this. They are providing business development education on such topics as marketing, operations, legal, finance, HR, and sales. If you want to begin playing, and we hope you do, just be sure you've downloaded the app and completed your entry profile. Then you can join the fun, attending events, training, and participating in all of our activities and building your business. Now, this week, all sorts of events on tap. If you log in today, you'll see everything from our engineering reviews of both Thrive and Sky Data Vault, the Vonage and Fuse C2Cs, and our Verizon, that is, podcast, along with many other terrific options. The more time you spend in Race to the Summit this week, the more we can donate to our highlighted charity, St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. And make sure you take time Friday at 5 p.m. Eastern for our Friday Fun Day, featuring a get-to-know this week with actor Dennis Quaid. So join us, and we'll see you in the Telarus Race to the Summit. And some of our partners have already begun packing their bags because next March, just 6 months away, Telarus and our top performers are traveling to the beaches of St. Lucia. It's our very special President's Club trip, and we want you to join us. Our suppliers are making it so easy for you to qualify for this award and trip, and everybody needs one now. You can either sell a combined 100K in Telarus MRR or sell a specified amount with one of the individual sponsoring suppliers shown here on your screen. As you can see from the list, there are many terrific, easy ways to qualify, and a number of our partners have already locked down their spot. Every sale will count toward qualifying for this amazing trip. Don't miss the opportunity to join Telarus next March in St. Lucia for the 2020 Telarus President's Club. Well, today I have the honor of recognizing the Telarus partners who've put up the top wins of the past week. 3 amazing sales that deserve our congratulations and thanks. Starting things off, Telarus congratulates Annamalai Ramanthan. He is the president of Northwest WAN LLC, a Telarus Gold partner in North Potomac, Maryland. Northwest WAN partnered with GTT on a sale of fiber Ethernet services to a client in the automation technology field. GTT Communications is a multinational telecom and internet service provider connecting people across organizations around the world and to every application in the cloud. Northwest WAN provides a complete solution with quality of service in mind, whether the need is for cloud services, managed security, or other telecom services. Northwest WAN works to provide clients with one solution that future-proofs their IT strategy. Congratulations, Northwest WAN, on this tremendous GTT sale. And taking this week's second position, Telarus congratulates Valerie Brockman. She is the founder and CEO of Telco Works, a Telarus Gold partner located in Downingtown, Pennsylvania. The Telco Works team closed a phenomenal solution from RingCentral. RingCentral, of course, is bringing employees and customers together with the world's #1 business communications platform. Telco Works' goal is to deliver the best voice, cloud, and data solutions to their clients, provide a variety of professional services to ensure the best possible solution for each unique circumstance. Congratulations, Valerie Brockman and Telco Works, on this impressive RingCentral win. And taking this week's #1 spot, Telarus recognizes and congratulates Steve Garson. He's the president of SD-WAN Experts, a Telarus Silver partner just outside Boston. Steve and the SD-WAN Experts team closed a powerful sale from Cato Networks, a security solution to a client in the manufacturing industry. Cato Networks, of course, is the world's first secure access service edge platform, converging the functions of network and security point solutions into a unified, global, and cloud-native service. SD-WAN Experts are IT and network consultants who speak their clients' language and build them the right solution today with an upgrade path for tomorrow. They can end the complexity of managing the security stack and improve client security posture with SASE. Congratulations, Steve Garson and NSE, on this terrific NetWolves sale. It is our top Telarus sale of the week. SD-WAN Experts, they just killed it at our awards show the other week too. Man, doing great this year. As always, thanks to our Telarus partners who continue to place their business and their trust with us. Telarus is built for you. Well, let's do it. Today's my great pleasure to introduce our newest Telarus supplier. It's AirCall. Your clients are ready to build better conversations, and AirCall brings value to voice. with the client-based phone system and call center software that are simple to set up, easy to use, and keeps individuals and teams connected and seamlessly working from home or anywhere. Kerry Bush is the Director of Channel Sales at AirCall, and he joins me now to introduce this new partnership with Telarus. Kerry, welcome to our Telarus Tuesday call.
Thank you, Doug. Thank you for having me. It's good to be here. I'm really happy to talk. I'll be brief, but talk today and encourage you and all those on this call to join the training session that will be tomorrow. And it will kind of show how our simple and intuitive our approach actually is. AirCall is a CCaaS solution that's software first. It's a fully integrated solution to many of the top CRM, help desk, and e-commerce and other cloud-based business productivity tools. Some of those CRM tools that you probably are familiar with, like Salesforce and HubSpot or Microsoft Dynamics 365, Sugar CRM, Zoho. On the help desk front, we've got pre-built integrations to Zendesk, Customer with a K, Freshdesk. In the e-commerce space, tools like Shopify, Gorgeous, and Magento. So in all, AirCall has more than 60 pre-built voice-enabled integrations. We're designed to be an over-the-top solution that will support all of your clients' customer-facing teams, whether that be sales teams or support teams. It's a powerful tool that both collects and shares information with these integrated systems seamlessly. And you'll hear more of the details about where we fit tomorrow when our two channel account managers, one in the east and one in the west, will go over that training. And but it should be a good time. But just real quickly, AirCall has all the traditional call center features that are needed, such as call routing or IVR, adjustable business hours, real-time monitoring of the call center agent. So we enable customers to turn up toll-free numbers or local DID numbers in up to 100 countries, and they can be done on the fly. Adding new agents can be done on the fly. We can literally get a call center up and running in minutes, including those integrations. But our platform makes the real-time modifications to the IVR very easy, intuitive with the drag and drop interface. So those things will all be illustrated tomorrow. We have a very intuitive soft client. It works both on Mac or PC or on mobile devices running iOS or Android. So it enables the call center agents to work whether they're from their desk or from home or from anywhere. And all of that information, regardless of the app, still tracked and stored in the log details. The call recordings are stored in those CRM account records. So I could go on about it. You'll hear more about it tomorrow, but I'll leave that for Kerry, Dario, and Andrew, who are going to do the deep dive tomorrow. If you have any questions right now, you can always reach out to us at aircall-channel-team@aircall.io. Or if you have any questions or escalations or anything like that, you can reach me at Kerry@aircall.io. That's Kerry, C-A-R-Y, at aircall.io, or call or text me at 615-207-0483. I'm in the Nashville area, middle of the country, but enjoyed the time, and I hope you guys have a great rest of the call. Thank you, Doug.
Thank you, Kerry. We're really excited about this new partnership. The CCaaS market just continues to leap forward. It seems to me like while so many were quick to adopt some of these technologies with the change in the economy and so forth, now we find that a lot of other businesses and clients out there are playing catch up a little bit, saying, hey, that was a good idea for a lot of reasons. We want to get involved with this too, but we need to do it quickly, and we need to do it well. AirCall really fills that niche. You can get a cloud-based phone system up and running in almost no time at all. It's a phenomenal product, definitely worth taking a look at. We have the launch and training call coming up tomorrow, Wednesday, at 11 a.m. Eastern Time. Hopefully you'll join us to find out more about this exciting new partnership with AirCall. Kerry, thanks so much for your time today.
Thank you.
There is, of course, some excellent training available from our suppliers this week. 4 opportunities that caught our eye. First up, as just announced, tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern, our official launch and training call for AirCall and their simple yet intuitive CCAS platform. It's a solution, as Carrie just said, with more than 60 pre-built integrations to CRM, help desk, and e-commerce tools. You'll find out about your new opportunities with AirCall tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern. And then right afterward, Wednesday at noon Eastern, Rapid Scale will present special training on compliance in the cloud. Many clients believe that just because their cloud provider is compliant, that they automatically are as well, and that is not necessarily the case. It highlights the importance of understanding an organization's compliance needs and being able to discuss those needs with your clients. So join this Rapid Scale event and learn how clients' compliance needs can help in your sales efforts and how Rapid Scale makes meeting those needs easier. The training happens tomorrow. It's noon Eastern. Hope you'll join us. Then later on Wednesday, beginning at 3 p.m. Eastern, you can join Net2Phone for their monthly All Things Net2Phone webinar. It takes place the first Wednesday of every month, and Net2Phone, of course, is the fastest growing unified communications as a service provider in the world. They feature Cloud PBX, SIP solutions, and Microsoft Teams with direct routing, along with so much more. Take the time to learn about all things Net2Phone during this Wednesday webinar. Happens at 3 p.m. tomorrow. And then this Thursday, September 3rd, mark your calendar for 11:30 a.m. Eastern, when Managed Solution will present Phishing 101, essential training during which you'll learn how to detect phishing emails, even the ones that make it through threat protection software. Perhaps even more importantly, you'll learn how to advise clients about what to do when that mail is received. Help your clients stop phishing and build your business in the process with training and help from Managed Solution. It happens Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. The details and registration links for these and for many other live and recorded learning opportunities are all in your Telarus partner back office at agent.telarus.com. And there are so many valuable spiffs happening right now. We're getting toward the end of the year. This is the time when all of the big stuff rolls out. You want to take a look? Here are some of the best as you consider your clients' needs. First up, and exclusive to Telarus, Minim is a cloud and AI managed Wi-Fi offering and is a Telarus-only supplier. Now through September 30th, Minim is offering partners 100% commission on the first month of Minim sold. The full month of revenue will be paid to Telarus partners for each annual contract signed up to $2,000 per client contract. Don't wait. This is fast, easy money, but it's good only through September 30th from Minim. And next, NHC, New Horizon Communications, wants to help you stack it right by stacking NHC. If you're selling IP voice, NHC is offering bonuses of 2x MRR on their SIP, IP POTS, and IP PRI services. How about UCAS? There's an $80 per seat bonus on all sold UCAS deals. And what about network? Got you covered there too. Take a 2x MRR bonus on all network connectivity. 36-month terms required. Don't miss this chance to stack it right when you stack NHC, the communications stack provider. And finally, another Telarus exclusive, Sharpen is the only agent-first contact center built to help prioritize agents while guaranteeing real, tangible ROI. Sharpen's excited to announce an 8x Sharpen license MRR commission payout on 36-month or greater deals. Or you can take a 5x Sharpen license MRR commission payout on just 24-month deals. Now, you must be a Sharpen Partner Sales certified agent before closing the deal to qualify. But once you're done with that, you're eligible for up to 8x in spiffs from exclusive Telarus contact supplier Sharpen. now through December 31st. That is a great promotion. These and many more fantastic deals from our suppliers can all be found at promos.telarus.com. You want to bookmark that site. All right, I'm excited about this. Today's featured presentation is from Warner Telecom. 2 M's in telecom, if you please. Warner focuses on automation, optimization, and management in 4 core areas: landline, mobile, cloud, and software services. Their business intelligence visualization tools display current status of metrics and key performance indicators and provide a cloud-based solution for payment processes as well. Now, Warner recently helped a Telarus partner close a phenomenal managed services sale, and they'll be presenting that sale as a case study as part of today's presentation. Tim Joes is the Executive Vice President of Warner Telecom, and Dwayne Chandler is Senior Channel Manager. And they both join me now with details about this recent win and about the tremendous resources available to partners from Warner Telecom. Dwayne, Tim, welcome to our Tuesday call. How are you guys doing?
Fantastic, Doug.
Glad to have you guys here. This was a huge win, and we just want partners to know more about Warner Telecom and what they offer. Tremendous resources here.
Oh, great. Yeah, but first of all, let me say, man, I never look so good in my photo, man. That's really impressive, man. But good morning, and thank you to everyone joining the call. My name is Dwayne Chandler. I am the Senior Channel Manager here at Warner Telecom. And Warner Telecom is a professional managed services company established in 1995. We're based here in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Our primary focus is to provide IT procurement and finance departments with the ability to connect, optimize, and manage large-scale corporate communications and costs. And so as a result of our relationship with Telarus, we were able to connect with, and I'm going to just jump right into the win. Because we have a demo we want to show you that's going to eat up the bulk of the time. But as a result of our association with Telarus, we were able to be introduced to Course Communications, who had a massive, large enterprise customer that was looking for a supplier to provide professional services. And they were looking, their need was to, save cost reduction and savings and cost recovery. And one of the key factors to our winning the opportunity was that Course was connected to the key decision makers within the organization, and that would ultimately prove, to expedite the process, allowing us to really quickly move forward to presenting our solution and winning the business in record time. And we basically went from initial conversation to signature within probably about 6 weeks, maybe 7 weeks, and we're talking a spend north of $2 million a month. So, the challenge or the opportunity was that the IT leaders within that organization, they had a need to redefine how they manage all the components of their network. They really had no clue as to what it is they had. They didn't know, the amount of the spend, and they were just really disjointed and completely fragmented in their approach to managing their spend. So they brought us in. And so, the needs that they really had to identify was the cost reduction, the process automations, cost allocation, inventory, a centralized inventory control solution, and we were able to provide all that to them. So we were able to deploy our advanced business intelligence systems to establish customized checks and balances for the customer. And these processes automated the management of the entire network, which ultimately helped the client to get control of their corporate spend. So that's it in a nutshell. And I'm going to actually defer over to Tim because he's going to walk you through our process and really show you the nuts and bolts of how it came together. But we couldn't be more excited. It's a massive win, and we anticipate that because they really did not know the scope of their spend. We closed it at a particular number, but we anticipate that number will double based on what we've seen so far as we move into the data collection process of the engagement. So Tim, you can take it.
Yeah, thanks, Dwayne. Like Dwayne mentioned, with our service, it's all about automation. So we're directly connecting to the different carriers that the customer has. We're pulling it in. That's a big need for them, just visibility of spend and how to process that spend. Is this valid? So we have algorithms which will help automatically validate the service from a cost and service perspective at the widget level, on a monthly basis, and that was a key component. And then the ability to pay their bills. So we have automation where your payables process will be streamlined. One thing that's unique is that we don't require you to use our payable solution to pay the bills, but we'll generate the file. So we'll generate a file through automation that allows you to drive efficiencies across the network. So we just had a similar sized customer launch our payable solution, which gave us feedback that the solution was took their process from 7 to 10 days down to 10 minutes. Those type of things are huge for these customers as they drive efficiencies, the need for efficiencies with automation of services. So that's where we are today with that process. And then I just need to be able to share my screen if that's possible. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Can you,
Oh, sorry.
just making sure that you're seeing that coming through to share your screen?
It says I cannot share my screen. I don't have anything coming through right now.
Give me 1 second.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, while we're doing that, so our service, the other need that the client had was service validation. So we're looking at utilization reports. Is this circuit being used? What technologies are available that could replace the technologies that are employed today? The great thing is that Telarus and their partner is driving the connectivity sale 100%. We're just managing the data points to help the customer make an informed decision. You're booking that through Telarus and driving cost savings and increased functionality based upon the technology needs that the customer has. So we're just managing those data points, helping to deploy the service as needed. Once the service is up and working, we'll work through ROEs, LOAs, different challenges like that during the service delivery process. Then we'll go back and cancel the old service as needed. So a full life cycle management process on the landline, mobile, cloud, and software service side of the telecommunication world.
All right, Tim, I'm going to stop sharing my screen and you should see the option to share your screen without an issue.
I got it. Thank you. And you can see my screen now?
Yes.
All right, great. So this is an example of what our dashboards look like. So the customer is able to log in and see different cost centers and different spend that they have. So our drill downs are infinite. It's all about the amount of spend that the customer has. And in this situation, they have a lot of different business units, so they need to understand what those business units are. Another need that they have was trending. So they were making changes to SD-WAN and other advanced technologies, but they needed the ability to understand where their costs were today as they're making these changes. So here they can see, their Verizon costs were $250,000, and now they've shrunk. Their other charges are increasing. So where am I at from a potential, from a budget perspective to an estimated spend to an actual spend perspective through our total management solution? They're able to see that data and understand what's out there. A further visualization to that data point would be, they're able to see that spend as it's happening. So here I spent, $750,000, and here's the breakdown across those different spend units. And again, the visibility, the data is what, and understanding that data and what actions need to take on that data is what drove this sale, because the customer had so many dispersed networks, paper invoices, different languages, international services, and our technology ingests all that data, crafts that data, and manipulates that data as needed for translations from both the language side and the currency side to deliver a single dashboard across the landline, mobile, cloud, and software services that they have today. Another big thing, just from a overall summary perspective, is that they wanted a dashboard where they can log in to see everything that they have across their vendors. So here they can log in and see, okay, they spent $1.3 million in this time frame. It's broken down by the summary page detail level here. They can drill down into historical months. So they want to drill down, 10 years ago. If the data is available, they're going to be able to drill down 10 years back for the service. There is no limitation. Once the data is in our system, it's always there. They can look at it by provider. So here, they want to see just all their Comcast services. I click Comcast, and here's all the Comcast services that I have based upon the down selected data. And then the other item that was very important to them is the line item detail. So here they're able to log in and see line item detail for every tax, surcharge, and utilization and MRC fee on their account. And this is where our technology really kicks in. It's super powerful. Is that we set thresholds in the system on a widget level with the details, so that if this account is tax exempt, we're going to automatically be identified this line item that there's a tax billing. So we're not going through 100,000 line items to find 3 billing issues. Our system's kicking those out and starting the dispute process with the carrier. So maybe the monthly subscription fee is $1,000, but this one billed $2,500. It's going to automatically detect that. So that detail and that efficiency level that's obtained by doing that is huge, because the client can validate the services through this tool on a monthly basis at a widget level to really drive efficiency and knowledge about the data. Then those were like the 3 main reasons why this client chose us: was visibility, technology changes that they wanted to manage through the Telarus partner, and then also the payable side, which is where we create a payables file via our technology that we call the data mapping process. So we'll duplicate their payment file today, their GL codes, their cost centers, their store numbers, their percentage allocation. So they had a $30,000 data center that they wanted to split evenly amongst 150 different cost centers. We're able to do that via our technology. Again, this is going to take probably a 7 to 10 day process down to under 30 minutes on a monthly basis, so that they know what's going on and they can approve these charges. And with that technology, this is driving efficiencies for their people aren't touching paper every day. Or collecting bills or doing anything like that. It's all automated, all data coming directly to us from the carrier, so that the client's AP team or their IT team is not involved in the collection and ingestion of that data. And then based upon that data, we can give them historical trends of their information. They can see here I had a $76.13 charge at my Pennsylvania location. Down here I had a $194.98 charge in my Ohio location. So a lot of visibility, and that's a key to this client, as they needed the ability to visualize the spend. Chargebacks were a big part of what they're doing, and just managing the technology. Making sure what they think they have is what they actually have at a cost and widget basis. Like after this call, we'll send out access to this demo. So this demo is available for everyone to see. There's a lot of other tabs I didn't go through that didn't apply to this this customer that you can take a look at. We also have a video that kind of overviews our service, and then from there, any opportunities or needs that you have, please reach out to Dwayne, and he will put that together and work with you to present our solution to see if it's a good fit for your customer.
Tim, I'd like to add that we also have a spiff promotion for our services running through September and October, and it basically equals out to 100% of the first month's MRC on closed business. And then the other piece is, I think it's important to know that our services don't stop at the water's edge. This particular opportunity expands into, I think it's either 54, 74 different countries. So that's one particular advantage that we have over the competition that operates inside this space, is our ability to do what we do globally.
And so we'll send out the demo link. We'll send out the video link, which is a great opportunity to get initial interest from your customer, and then from there, let Dwayne know, and we'll put the appropriate resources together to assist you.
Yep. And then finally, I'd like to invite everybody to give me a call to schedule the call your channel manager. We are participating in that promotion with Telarus, and so I'm looking forward to speaking to all of you and making the code available to you. So good luck in your race to the summit. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Tim and Dwayne, thank you very much for that presentation today. Just amazing technology and what the partners can take advantage of in terms of being able to provide a way for their clients to better use, manipulate, and see and make business decisions on their data. It's all about the data these days. Dwayne, we owe you a tremendous apology. I wasn't able to see the video as you introduced yourself there, and you said it was one of the most handsome pictures you'd seen. I didn't realize what the picture was. We totally blew that on our end, and we want to apologize to you. You know, Dwayne is one of the most handsome men in telecom. He's right up there with Eric Stark's hair and Aaron Acree's smile. We've got to get a picture up there, Dwayne, and show you off. But thank you very much, and we apologize for the error in your picture today. But thank you both for being here. Want to talk just a little bit about Warner Telecom, because we've had a number of questions and comments come in from our partners listening on the call and participating in the chat window. But if you would talk just a little bit, and Tim, maybe this one's for you, the overall strategy that Warner has in dealing with the amount of data that are available to clients these days, and how your tools and professional services can help them make sense of those data and use them appropriately as they make other business decisions.
Yeah, so it's all about the data. I mean, data is gold at this point. You know, the clients have so much data across all these different services that we are talking about that, you know, that data is just, they don't know what they have. They need somebody to ingest the data, compare it. You know, we go through a 33-step check and balance process to make sure that the data is valid. And if everything matches up, great. But if the contract matches the invoice, but it's a location that was decommissioned 2 years ago, our service is going to identify that. You know, and those are all the things that we go through through our technology to do it. Maybe 5 years ago, that was a manual process for us, but really where we've taken off and had, you know, 150% growth year over year for the last 5 years is through these tools that we have. And we took all that knowledge that we have, put it in the system, and it's given us the ability to move quickly and efficiently to drive cost savings for our customers. You know, some of the things I didn't talk about is that we do offer 150% savings guarantee. So any fees that we have, we're guaranteeing 150% return for the you know, for the services. You know, we're driving this, and we've been doing it since '95. Personally, I've been here since 2002, and this is all that I do. This is all that I know. You know, this is how we just help clients save money and drive efficiencies.
That's just fantastic. We've got several questions I wanted to get to here. First from Marco Wynn. He's joining us from the Netherlands. Marco, how you doing? It's late afternoon there. Thanks for being part of the call. He brings up a great point, and Dwayne, maybe we'll give this one over to you. He's talking about the what looks like it might be a long sales cycle for this because of the amount of analysis that has to be done and so forth. Can you talk just a little bit about what the sales cycle looks like for Warner's services and how these types of opportunities can best be approached?
Yeah, well, you know, typically this particular engagement was a little bit unusual in that it was an extremely large spend, and because of the knowledge that Chorus had and the communication, the connection that they had to the client, it really made for an easy opportunity for us to communicate and understand the need directly and to move towards closing relatively quick. So the life cycle on this particular engagement was probably in the neighborhood of about 6 weeks, which is unusual. So typically what happens is we'll get the call from Telarus, we'll engage the partner, we'll understand the needs that the clients are looking for, and usually we'll arrange a call with the client and just kind of walk through the process. And our process is relatively simple. Once we've engaged the client and explained the demo, we can present at that point a statement of work with the client will review it, and from that point, once they execute the agreement, and we're off to the onboarding process. So typically our engagements are about 36 months, and it's usually typically about 12 to 14 months for us to really fully engage and complete the onboarding cycle and the analysis piece, and just basically the right sizing and implementing all those changes to get us to a point where we're monitoring the services moving forward, and then we move into the other segments of the monthly bill monitoring, the payment files, and the bill pay solution. So it's a really comprehensive total lifecycle management opportunity for a client that's really in trouble, or a client that really doesn't know what it is that they need.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
to
yeah.
answer the
The
question
big
more
thing
directly,
is like to what Dwayne's point is, that with that 150% guarantee, we're guaranteeing a customer at least 150% return of investment with our service. But beyond that, we're typically in the 18 to 22% range for savings. In my time here, the lowest that I've seen is 18%. We're achieving that by following that 33-step check and balance process to make sure the bills are right and everything's where it needs to be. And one thing that we do offer that I didn't mention earlier is that we do have a white label option. So if you as a partner are looking to leverage our services to your customers but brand it as your own, you will do all the work, but we'll create a website with your logo on it that they only see your name, and we'll do all the work behind the scenes, and then you're able to brand and push that out to your clients through your downline channels. So there's a lot of opportunities right now from the white label side. We've seen an increase in the last 24 months on the white label side because a lot of clients are looking for an easy turnkey solution to drive cost savings to their customers, especially now in this what we've categorized as the great optimization, with the whole health concern that's out there right now, that clients right now are looking to save money like they've never saved money before, and we've termed that as the great optimization, where they're trying to save money, and that's why we've seen a big uptick in sales in the last 6 to 8 months.
I like that. 2020, the great optimization. Now that we've switched back from the screen share, Tim, we do have several of the other slides that you had sent over. A number of the questions that I'm seeing in the chat window may relate to a few of those. Would you like to walk through those quickly and just present the rest of those before we take on the rest of those questions?
Sure. Dwayne, can you bring up the rest of the slides?
yeah, it looks like they brought them up. So, we've basically gone through those. So, we were talking about, with this particular slide, we were talking about the winning partnership with Chorus. We were able to establish a really dynamic relationship with Rob and Dan over at Chorus Communications, and they've since, folded in the rest of their partners to embrace this solution. And so that's what that slide was about. And then the next slide, we basically talked about the challenge of the opportunity, what the client was looking for, what the need was, what the pain points were, and then we moved towards the solution, which is the next screen. We moved towards the solution, and we talked about our process, which is we categorize it as basically connecting the data, optimizing the data, and managing the data, and that's all comprised of that demo that Tim took you through. So, if anybody wants to call, we can do an actual deep dive where I'll take you through screen by screen, line by line, in detail to really give you a deeper dive into the true capabilities of the platform. And it's quite powerful, and I think it could be a game changer in terms of driving revenue back to the partners, in addition to the amount of savings that it affords the clients that engage us.
Yeah. I think with our process and with our procedure, it's a guaranteed savings. Clients like that minimum guarantee because worst case we're going to give you 50% more of your money than you have today. But again, we're averaging that 18 to 22% savings overall. But if it's the key. Good opportunities for us is clients who had recent mergers or acquisitions, new IT leadership teams who just don't know what they have and what they need. Maybe it's someone looking to automate a payables process where they have 10 people manually doing manual paper payment files, and they just want to automate that process. Those are all types of good profiles for us. Customers looking to make change. It's great to get to an SD-WAN network, but how do you cancel the old network and make sure that you're not billed for that when you no longer need it? That's what our systems, processes, and procedures do, is help clients manage that lifecycle change side across these different technologies. And the technologies we work with is what we define as telecommunications is landline services, mobile, cloud, and software services. So we'll help you, drive savings with your customers across those 4 areas of service.
And the service is completely scalable. So we have clients, with the minimum spend of about $100K a month, with clients ranging up north of $5 million a month in spend. So I think the feature that really allows us to stand out is our scalability and our ability to customize. So we're only limited by our imagination in terms of what we can do with the platform as it stands.
What's really exciting to me about these types of sales, and I think to most of our partners, is that this is very different from the age-old network installations and hardware sales and things where there was a long period of time involved in waiting for physical installations of circuits and services and equipment and so forth. This is dealing with data and processes and reporting. And give us an idea, if you would, of the time that it takes from the point of sale to get things taken care of. In the process here, you're talking about making the data collection simple. Tim, you mentioned in the chat window you're pulling directly from the carrier. What can an average customer expect in terms of the time it takes to get all of this set up so that the data are being reported and analyzed properly?
Yeah, yeah, on average, it's taking about 45 to 60 business days to collect all the data. We submit the enrollment with the carrier. It takes them 15 days to set that process up, and then we get the data on the next bill cycle. So depending on when the bill cycle happens, it could be 16 days, it could be 40 days. So a good number is 45 as a worst case scenario. All that data is ingesting into our system there at that point. At the same time, we're working to get the data that's not automated. The contracts, the invoice, or the contracts, the utilization reports, the customer service records. We're doing call results where we call every phone number to see where it rings and who picks up. We're looking at their active list. We're building out the technology and the checks and balances that applies at a customer during that time frame. Around the 60-day time frame, that's where we are at the position to launch our payable solution, and we're at the position to make firm recommendations during the process to eliminate costs and increase technology.
There's a good question from Arvin here in the chat window as well, talking about the business that goes through the channel versus business that may go through direct or other sales channels. What is the Warner Telecom's commitment to the channel? What sort of resources do you make available to channel sales? And do partners ever need to worry about channel conflict with other means of distributing your services?
That's a great question. I usually bring that up at the beginning. So we're 100% channel driven. We have no direct sales force. So we work through partners to deliver our service. And I can validate that myself since 2002, since I've been here. But since 1995, we've been a 100% channel driven organization. And we have tons of resources during the process. We have enrollment teams, we have payable teams, we have project management teams. We have different group customer service teams which help with all these different facets of the project, so that we're directly working with these customers to get the processes done that need to occur, and automate these services to give them the deliverable that they're looking for.
Margie's asking a question about client size. Is there any limit to the size of a client that you'll work with? Can it be just a few small employees in a smaller business, or does it have to be a larger enterprise?
There's really no limit to the size client that we can do. At one point we were able to take a client with a $10,000 spend and identify $3,500 in monthly savings, but as a limit. There's really no limitation because it's all data to us. Once we are successful in pulling the data into the portal, then we manipulate the data from there. So no real limits to answer that question directly.
And that goes across all these four verticals of quote unquote telecommunications. So landline, mobile, cloud, software. We're going to ingest all that data. We're going to validate. We're going to make sure the widgets are right. There's no maximum, frankly, if they have, because it's all data points to us. So if the client has 50 data points or 10,000 data points, the process for us to enroll and validate that is the same either way. So that's what, frankly, that's where there's more value to us on the larger clients, because there's typically more spend that can be reduced in number one, and then second, there's typically the enrollment process is that much more streamlined because they have more spend with less providers.
You must hear tremendous results from some of the clients that you serve in terms of their ability now to not only achieve, but to identify the process and the performance that they take in achieving those key performance indicators. So many companies set very aggressive goals and objectives, but they don't know how to collect or interpret the data that shows them whether or not they're realizing those goals or not.
Correct. Like I think I mentioned before. I mean, clients come to us from the savings. It's right now the great optimization. Everyone wants to save money, but the automation side of that and the process and procedure side of that is it's just as big as the hard dollar savings. Again, that client I mentioned before who was spending about $1 million a month, it was taking them 7 to 10 days a month to just do their level 2 approval. Now we got that down to 10 minutes. So that right there to me is just as important as the savings, the automation that we're helping them to do, the process, the procedure. So, before, a lot of times when we're doing discoveries with our clients, we hear, well, I have a guy that does that, or I have a girl that does that. Well, we need to get all that knowledge out of their head and put it into the system because, who knows where that person is going to be in 6 months? Who knows what's going to happen, from ingesting that data. I mean, maybe they can't be in the office because of different scenarios going on in the marketplace. So that's where our technology really kicks in to automate that process and procedure and take that knowledge that they have and ingest it into the system.
William is asking a question on the chat window that I think is interesting as well. Regarding the mobile program, any plans to take that a step further and do any of the kitting or delivery of services, get into that aspect of it? We're going to stick strictly with the data.
Yeah, I would. I was actually typing not unless I not unless I lose my mind.
Exactly.
Doing mobile delivery because there's a lot of players there. There's not a lot of value there that you can apply to us. We want to be in this data management side and managing the information, making the recommendations, and then helping clients to implement those recommendations on an as needed basis.
A lot of questions around the demo that's available. We talked a little bit about that earlier in the presentation. That is available for download. Is it designed to be more of a client-facing sort of a demo, or is it something that Telarus partners can use and try out with their own businesses to see if it's something that they can effectively explain to their clients?
In my opinion, the more you get your client to use that portal, the better, because they're actually experiencing what our service would look like, at least from a data management perspective. So that is definitely something you can use internally. You can share with your downline partners and/or your clients. We do splash pages where it can splash to your logo, again, kind of on the white label side, and then they can log in. So depending on how you want to rebrand that, we can provide rebranding services on that demo as well, so that, as you're marketing this to your partners and clients, you can brand it appropriately. But the more people that use that demo, the better.
Partners being able to brand this under their own logo is just a phenomenal thing. Keeping that logo front and center with their customers, being able to send those bills under their name, just a tremendous way for them to keep their business up front. Talk a little bit more, if you would, about the SPIF that's available. So this is for September and October, 2 months. And you mentioned during the presentation that it would essentially equal to about 100% of the first month's MRC.
Yeah, so somebody used an example of a $75,000 customer. So one thing, our service, every engagement is different. So if we have 100 customers, there's 100 different engagements depending on what they want us to do, not what they do not want us to do. But just say we're doing our full white glove solution, which we charge 5%. So in that scenario, we would charge $3,750. In that scenario, if you sell that deal, we'd give you a $3,750 bonus on top of the residual commission that we pay out for the service.
Very good. This is just tremendous. I'm quickly reading through the chats to make sure that we didn't miss anything else. You're already getting a number of requests for not only demos, but also some particular situations that they'd like to talk to you about in terms of opportunities. As partners look at their client base and see what the opportunities are for trying to optimize and use these data, are there particular things that they should be looking for? Does a client need to necessarily be in trouble, or just looking for a way to get more value from the data that they generate?
I think it's the value. It could just be, I want to automate this process. I want to, drive savings. I just want to make sure my contracts are right. We're seeing a lot of things in the marketplace where the carriers have always had terms and conditions, but they've never really enforced them. So we had a client that had a T1 that was I think the contract expired in 2013. It's billed $500 a month every month since. And then it's got a notice that said, hey, if you have this service in September, you are going to have a $6,500 a month charge for this T1. So our service is going to help them, monitor and manage that type of event, and then take the appropriate actions to either renew it, to keep it, or cancel it, or to find another service provider, through Telarus to cut costs.
Tim, this is really built into a powerful offering for partners. We've been talking to you for many years, of course, and as we've watched this grow and the capabilities that your professional services now offer, this is just a phenomenal offering that our partners can make available. Dwayne, what would partners' next steps be if they want to find out more, or if they want to sign up for this demo?
To reach out to me at dchandler@wtlcom.com to schedule a demo. We'll set aside some time to talk in detail. Typically takes about 45 minutes to an hour. And I'll look forward to speaking to as many people that would like to have access to the demo. Then I'll physically send out demo access credentials so everybody can go in there and click around to get a feel for the demo for themselves. And then the one thing I really would like to add is that, in addition to the, savings and cost reduction and all that, the real value add is once we have the opportunity to land and expand into the account, it really makes for a great tool, especially for legacy customers, because you have the ability to keep selling into that same account and generating additional revenue. So it's a great tool to be able to identify what it is that the client has. In other words, we know where all the bodies are buried. So you're going to have a view of all the assets in much greater detail than anybody else. So I think it's in that regard, it's a really powerful tool from a sales perspective. And typically when the clients sign on to our service, there's a large percentage of our clients, north of 85%, who actually remain in the process because we're constantly monitoring the bills, scrubbing the bills, presenting the payment files. And so we just become a part of the fabric of their network, and it really makes it easy for them to stop the drift. So people are leaving or units are closing, and there's always changes taking place. Well, we're going to stay on top of that to make sure that the system maintains the efficiency that we set up in the first place. So
and I just resent out the username and password for the demo account. Dwayne will email it out to everybody on the call, so you have it in email as well. But the demo account's there. I emailed out or I texted out the Dwayne's username, or excuse me, his email. And anything that you guys need, please work with Dwayne. He'll get the appropriate resources together to support you from the demo perspective and the client engagement perspective.
Phenomenal, you guys. So many requests coming in, not only for the demo, but also now for a group presentation and a webinar as well. I think you've touched a nerve here. I think this is going to be a popular one. Great job, you guys. I want to remind everybody, too, that Warner Telecom is certainly part of our Race to the Summit Season 2. You can earn points by calling your channel manager and finding out more about the Warner Telecom offering. In addition to the opportunities that you may be able to close for yourself, you'll also get points on Race to the Summit as well. Certainly worth doing. We appreciate you guys being part of our call today. Dwayne, Tim, thank you very much for the terrific presentation. I have a feeling we're going to keep you busy here for a while.
Sounds good.
We appreciate all the softball questions. So it was a great time, and I look forward to working with everybody.
Glad to have you both here. Thanks. Dwayne Chandler, Tim Joes of Warner Telecom. Remember, 2 M's in telecom when you look that up. Our thanks to everybody for attending and participating today. If you have suggestions for the call, please email them to marketing@telarus.com. We're taking next Tuesday off to attend the Channel Partners Virtual Conference and Expo next week. Telarus is, of course, a featured sponsor of the event, and we look forward to interacting with many of you. The Tuesday call will return then on September 15th. Until then, I'm Doug Miller, the voice of Telarus. Get out there and race for the summit and have a great selling week, everyone.